Atlanta. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard. And for Sacramento, they've got Dennis Schroeder. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Westbrook in at the 2. There's always going to be player movement in the offseason. I have to imagine some of those guys are still meshing with their new team, Grant.
Well, it depends on the player, B.A. With young guys, it can take more time to adapt. But for the veterans, they know what their game is about by this point.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Daniels. The 3 from Risache. Sinks it from distance.
And you see how dangerous Risache can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Sabonis outside. Schroeder passes to DeRozan. The rebound by Atlanta. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Sacramento this season.
They split their games last season and both figure to be fighting for playoff spots this year.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I keep going to that until they stop him.
And Sacramento has possession, following the score by Atlanta. Pass to Westbrook. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Back to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Over Daniels. And the basket by Westbrook.
Well, for most of his career, Westbrook depended on his mid-range game. Now he rarely shoots from that area.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Sabonis. And it's Atlanta scoring again.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And it's DeRozan missing.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Daniels. Pass to Porzingis. Shot on the wing. Again, Atlanta.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Outside Schroeder. On the wing, DeRozan. Driving inside. Something teammates love about DeMar DeRozan. He has that clutch gene in him, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., he is fearless in those big moments. He remains steady, keeps his focus, and that makes him deadly against defenses that are scrambling to close out a game.
The first one falls. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding free agents Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
A team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
Now here's Schroeder, outside LaVine. Porzingis with the block.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Off target from three-point range.
Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Back to LaVine. Rebounded by Johnson.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around. Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Atlanta with possession here, following that last three-pointer by Sacramento.
Well, for a young player, those mid-range jumpers are challenging. Johnson was ready for it.
Here's Levine for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for it.
Now here's Porzingis. He has 6. Outside Rizachet. From the arc. Rebound by Sacramento. Now Westbrook. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Westbrook. Sabonis with a screen on Daniels. The 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Now here's Rizachet. The D's right on him. Johnson a screen on Levine. Outside, Alexander Walker. With his first shot attempt. And it's good for 2.
Oh, man. They have really heated up from mid-range.
Kings trail by 3. DeRozan outside. Sacramento passing it around. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Daniels. The Hawks have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Levine with a steal. Takes it inside. And Levine throws it down.
And Levine showing off his explosive leaping ability there off the drive.
Now here's Alexander Walker, covered by Schroeder. Porzingis passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Porzingis. Hauled in by the Kings. Right side Levine. And Levine, throw it down.
Okay, Zach Levine, another monster dunk to put on his career highlight reel.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. The Hawks shooting a phenomenal 60% in the first. Johnson against DeRozan. Porzingis. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
He's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Here we go, fans.
And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. The Kings, 4th.
Yeah, last season, this team had very few weak links at the free throw line, and that consistency added up to a sizable advantage.
And so here's Sacramento, trailing by 2. Outside Levine. Shot clock at 5. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Levine's got 9.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Daniels a screen on Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And Atlanta misses again. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Westbrook. Now Monk. DeRozan finds Levine. Porzingis grabs the board. The Hawks have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. To the inside. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got his second basket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Levine. Now DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Johnson. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by Atlanta.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Porzingis passes to Alexander Walker. Now Daniels fires from deep. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Inside. And Sabonis slams it in.
Well, look, Sabonis has the footwork to get himself in position to finish right at the cup.
The Hawks have gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Alexander Walker, the pass to Porzingis. Daniels outside. And here's Alexander Walker. His last outing, he had 20. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Quick attack there by Johnson so that the defense has little time to react to him getting the ball.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Some changes for Sacramento. Ellis has checked in for Levine. And it's Carter in for Russell Westbrook. Katangos checked in for the Hawks. Wallace comes in for Alexander Walker. And so here's Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Now here's DeRozan. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
So simple and so effective. DeRozan is a monster in the mid-range.
Here's Risache. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Wallace. Johnson passes to Wallace. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. The 3 from Risache. The shot, no good.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Sabonis against Okongwu. DeRozan down low. And the dunk by DeRozan.
You love the ball control from DeRozan. Fantastic at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
Here's DeRozan. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Such a tricky cover. DeRozan baits the defender and makes him pay for it.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from DeRozan.
Well, what impresses me, DeRozan's been in the league a long time, and he is still playing at a very high level.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Newell, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Kennard comes in for Johnson, and it's Houston in for Risache. He's off on the second.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Pass to Wallace. Here's Newell. Back to Wallace. Here's Houston. Monk covers. Kennard for three. The rebound by Carter.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Outside Monk. Now DeRozan. Outside Carter. Lets it go from deep. And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul of the game. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And Sacramento making a change here. Saric checked in. Krejci's checked in for the Hawks. And for Atlanta, they're shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. Pass to Newell. Now here's Kennard. Here's Newell. Wallace outside. And here's Kennard. Monk covers. Okongwu, a screen on Monk. Here's Kennard. Jump shot is good that time. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Carter. Puts up a deep three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for the Hawks. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back with you shortly. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. We've got Luke Kennard. Onyeka Okongwu is out there with Newell. And it's Krejci in at the three.
At the line for your Kings, Domantas Sabonis, shooting one.
And the free throw, no good. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
It really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
The Kings trailing. Monk looking around. To the inside. And Sabonis slams it in.
One of the best in pick and roll action. Sabonis sets such a large screen, it's hard to defend him.
Now here's Kennard. Down low. Here's Newell. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the free ball.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. that desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Well, Domantas Sabonis, already top 10 all-time in triple-doubles.
Yeah, he's a prolific scorer, rebounder, and playmaker. And BA, he continues to add layers to his game, and he's still in the thick of his prime.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what you love about Sabonis is how unselfish he is. A terrific passer who takes pride in making his teammates better.
Schroeder, he's checked in for Carter. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line. Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's Monk. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. The shot misses. Oh, nice D from Kennard. Atlanta leading by 3. Wallace outside. Now here's a Kongwu. No points yet. Kennard passes to a Kongwu. Shot clock at 3. From deep three-point range. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. A Kongwu against Šarić. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Looking at our leaderboard here, last year, the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. 5th on the list, the Hawks.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Kennard outside. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Johnson. Outside, Alexander Walker. Launches it. Rebound by Sacramento.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
To the paint. Here's Šarić. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Kennard outside. Here's a Kongwu. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu.
Love to see this kind of aggression from a Kongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Pass to Sabonis. Ellis outside. Outside Schroeder. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sabonis. Misses with the fallback, Jay. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And here's a Kongwu. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Alexander Walker, the pass to Johnson. The three-pointer off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
From 8 feet. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. The Hawks leading. Daniels outside. Pass to Kennard. Now a Kongwu. Covered by Schroeder. Daniels outside. Fires for 3. Back to a Kongwu. Stolen by Schroeder. Unloads from 13. Count that one. Schroeder's got his second basket on the night. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
They're also managing managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, BA, and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
The Hawks trailing. Pass to Alexander Walker. Okongwu up top. He's guarded by Sabonis. Okongwu, the pass to Kennard. Into the lane. From deep, Johnson nails it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
They're keeping the defense honest. Johnson cashes in from the corner.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
You all know what time it is.
Some changes for Sacramento. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Saric. And it's Zach LaVine in for Ellis. And a change for the Hawks. Risache, he's checked in for Kennard. On defense, Atlanta. DeRozan with the ball. He has 7. There's a screen. DeMar gets by the defenders.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Alexander Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Monk. Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That'll belong to Domantas Sabonis. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, BA, no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
Free throw no good for Okongwu. And, Coach, the Kings know they need to get better defensively. But do they have the personnel is the question.
Well, so much of defense is about your commitment to making multiple efforts, in particular, contesting three-point shooters, an area they've struggled in tremendously. If you're starting to fix something, start there.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. That's good from DeRozan.
What impresses me most about DeRozan is his footwork, especially when he's operating around the mid-range.
DeRozan hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Okongwu. Now Johnson. Here's Risache. Jacks up a 3, and the three-pointer goes. Risache's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
DeRozan against Johnson. And that one's good. DeRozan's got 13.
Well, things have changed for him this quarter. It's starting to go his way.
Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. A step back shot. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit. and there wasn't much resistance either.
Pass to Rizachet. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Now here's a Kongwu. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu!
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that. Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And Atlanta with possession here. 3-point lead. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Schroeder. Rizachet with some nice D. The Hawks lead by 3. Now Daniels. Back to Rizachet. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Daniels outside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Back to Schroeder. Pass to DeRozan. And foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Porzingis is checked in. DeRozan against Johnson. DeRozan outside. Clock at 4. Here's Levine for 3. And Zach Levine from deep.
Well, we've seen Levine put up 25-plus per game for a season. This guy is on the short list of the best wing scorers.
Left side, Porzingis. Rizachet up top. From the arc. The rebound by Eubanks. Sacramento has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Left side, Schroeder. DeRozan outside. The floater. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, throughout his career, DeRozan has lived at the free throw line.
It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game. The first free throw is good. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento. Russell Westbrook comes in for Monk. That one drops. He ties it up. The Hawks shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Johnson for 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Pulls it. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. DeRozan's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here. Johnson passes to Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
DeRozan outside. Westbrook with a screen on Johnson. Here's DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Kings. Now the Hawks with it. Now Alexander Walker. Outside Rizachet. Johnson passes to Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis. Ooh, strong take by Porzingis.
Well, one of the premier offensive players in the league Kristaps Porzingis is hot tonight, putting on a show.
Westbrook taking his time here. Pass to Sabonis. And here's Schroeder. Takes the three. Knocks down the long J. Schroeder's got 8 points.
Well, when Schroeder has the three ball working, the defense has to get out on him, and that sets up his drive.
Now here's Daniels. To the left wing. And the ball out of play. The Kings will have it. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Back to Levine. The three is up. And the Kings with another three.
A well-practiced shooter. Levine has complete confidence in his shooting motion.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Porzingis. Oh, Sabonis with the steal.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Porzingis. Will it go? Porzingis putting the size to work.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been so far. The Kings on top, up 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Fans, let's wrap it up and get ready for your occupied arena entertainment.
And greetings from the 2K studios. Here at halftime, the Sacramento Kings in a tight game.
Well, they've had that defense on its heels, pushing their action, getting themselves right to the line.
It seemed like every time they got the ball, they were thinking attack. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
Checking out the Kings, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time, it's about instant gratification. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
DeMar DeRozan is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Westbrook in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's LaVine. He's closely guarded. Oh, look at LaVine getting it done in the paint.
That's just great clock awareness there from LaVine to bail them out.
And last season, the most efficient shooting season of Zach LaVine's career.
Yeah, B.A., 2.5% better in his free throw shooting. He would have had a 50-40-90 season on his hands, but his scoring is top tier. The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Schroeder passes to DeRozan. Sacramento passing it around. On the wing, LaVine. Risache covering. Left side Schroeder. From the left block. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Johnson passes to Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on Schroeder. Johnson inside, defended by DeRozan. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, you'd better put a body on Johnson. That guy is just too talented to forget about.
Pass to DeRozan. Back to Schroeder. DeRozan outside. Here's Sabonis. And Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
And Risache gets it to go.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
DeRozan outside. Outside Levine. And another miss by Sacramento.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Back to you, BA.
Tremendous support. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
3rd personal foul.
And Porzingis, known to everyone as the Unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
Well, BA, I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another, I guess. Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
Kings trail by 8. And timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Domantas Sabonis on top.
And this is someone who loves being aggressive on the glass. He proved it last season with how dominant he was collecting rebounds.
And now we're 3 minutes into this 3rd quarter of play. Schroeder finds Levine. On the wing, DeRozan. They still need this. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Oh, the lost art of the mid-range jumper. DeRozan dialing it in.
Now here's Alexander Walker, covered by Schroeder. For 3, Porzingis. Oh, KP with the 3.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the 3rd quarter.
Johnson against DeRozan. 5 to shoot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, that's a tough basket, but DeRozan is as good as it gets playing through contact.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
That's good from DeRozan. And here's Alexander Walker. He has 6. Daniels outside. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis to the inside. The kick out to Johnson. Three-pointer. He buries it from 3. Johnson's got 15 points.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Outside Rizachet. Pass to Alexander Walker. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Now here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Sabonis. The 3. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. Kings trail by 11. Here's Schroeder, covered by Alexander Walker. Now here's Schroeder. Give him 8. And another miss by Sacramento.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Johnson against Schroeder. Here's the hook. They get the rebound. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Kings. DeRozan outside. The rebound by Atlanta. Daniels has got 4 rebounds now. Driving in. Drops in the layup for 2. Daniels has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
Pass to Westbrook. DeRozan, a screen on Daniels. The drive by Westbrook. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6. Monk, he's checked in for the Kings. Katangos checked in for the Hawks.
At the line for your Kings, DeMar DeRozan. 1 shot.
That's good from DeRozan. Atlanta leading by 10. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And they got to refocus. Too many careless turnovers will kill your momentum.
Make some noise.
Westbrook against Daniels. Soft touch off the glass. Daniels has got 4 points in the quarter.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Here's Westbrook, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the line for him here.
For Sacramento, Russell Westbrook. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
A future Hall of Famer. Westbrook averaging a triple-double in a number of seasons and came close a few other times.
And so Westbrook nails both of them.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Atlanta leading by 10. Daniels with it. He's got 6. Here's Porzingis. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. This will be his third free throw of the game.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Kristaps Porzingis shooting just one.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
Westbrook against Daniels. And Sabonis slams it in.
Thunderous slam from Sabonis. Guys, that is a big man.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Daniels outside. Back to Risache. Levine with a steal. Now the Kings in transition. Pass to Westbrook. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Hawks lead by 11. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Okongwu against Westbrook. Here's Sabonis. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the touch of Sabonis around the rim. I mean, it's fantastic.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Westbrook outside. Back to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Porzingis with the block. Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you got to be excited about Risache's future in this league.
Monk, a screen on Daniels. Now here's Westbrook. Not a lot of room. It's not going to go for him. Atlanta leading by 13. What a finish from Porzingis.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Now here's Levine. Risache covering. Westbrook, the pass to Levine. Drives to the hoop. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Well, taking it into his own hands right there. Levine doing a great job getting to the rim.
And they double up Porzingis. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Westbrook outside. Back to Levine. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Oh, the guy is a monster around the rim. Now, if Sabonis is in close, he's going right for it.
Okay, wow. Okongwu. Unreal.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And it's the Kings with the ball. Down by 15.
2 minutes.
DeRozan outside.
2 minutes.
Westbrook against Okongwu. Kicks it to DeRozan. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Shot by Levine, no good.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Daniels. Porzingis with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Daniels. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Levine. He's got 21. Drills it from deep.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
It may be a player's league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
And Sacramento with some changes. Saric checks in for DeMar DeRozan. Ellis comes in for Levine. And it's Carter in for Westbrook. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Newell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Krejci comes in for Risache. Kennard, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Wallace in for Daniels. And 1:01 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Newell. Now Kennard, 5 on the clock. And the layup is good off the glass. Kennard's got 8 points.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Carter inside. Watched by Wallace. It's stolen by Okongwu. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Kennard passes to Wallace. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wallace has gotten his first basket of the night.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Carter. To the inside. Here's Sabonis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Onyeka Okongwu. He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here.
Shooting for Sacramento. Shooting 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Sabonis. And Sacramento making a change here. And Sabonis drops them both. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, we've got Newell, also Jalen Johnson out there. Luke Kennard out there with Onyeka Okongwu. And it's Wallace in at the 1. Pass to Okongwu. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Now here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Look out below!
You got no chance of defending him right there. Pass to Kennard. Out to the wing. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Wallace, and here's Johnson. He's guarded by Ellis. No good from outside. Kings trail by 16. Here's Eubanks. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
The Hawks lead by 16. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Wallace. Rebound by the Kings. DeRozan outside. Outside Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. Offline with a 3.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Ellis outside. Oh, nice D from Kennard. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's a Kongwu. Monk grabs the miss. And so it's Monk who brings up the ball for Sacramento. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Wallace. Here's Newell. Now Kennard. Monk covers. They get back on track. Kennard can't get it to go. Kings trail by 16. Eubanks, the pass to Schroeder. DeRozan down low. Muscling it home. DeRozan.
Yeah, tough finish by DeRozan. Made him work for those 2 points.
Inside. And he jams it home with authority.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. The Kings making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Rissache's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw good, Okongwu.
Well, what I like most about Okongwu is his switchability defensively. He has the size to battle down low and the quickness to guard on the perimeter.
And there's the screen. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Wallace outside. Pass to Rissache from behind the arc. Rebound by Sacramento. Schroeder's got 4 rebounds in the game. Going inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, listen, you know Schroeder's first option is to attack. He's incredibly quick and can still beat you to the spot.
Kicks it out to Kennard. There's the screen by Johnson. Pass to Rissache. From outside the arc. Hauled in by the Kings. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Monk. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Wallace. And here's Okongwu. Kennard left side. No good on the triple. Kings trail by 15. Here's Schroeder. He shoots it. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Outside Rizachet. Three-pointer. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Sacramento has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Eubanks, the pass to Schroeder. On the wing, DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Johnson. And it's DeRozan missing. Atlanta leading by 13. Kennard, right side. Sinks the tray.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
The Kings have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Schroeder passes to Eubanks. Pass to Westbrook. And he gets it to go.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And the Hawks with possession here. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. And it's Levine in for Monk. Atlanta also making some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Dyson Daniels comes in for Kennard. And it's Alexander Walker in for Wallace. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The three from Rizachet. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Yeah, they've had their hands full with DeRozan. He is scary when he gets it going.
Daniels outside. To the left wing. Sabonis against Porzingis. Clock at 6. Shoots over Sabonis. And that one's good. Porzingis. Porzingis has got 17 points here in the second half. Now Schroeder. To the middle. And Sabonis slams it in.
We have seen him have monster games before. Sabonis is all over the stat sheet right now.
Outside Johnson. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Kings. A 12-point game. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Oh, yeah. Don't let his age fool you. DeRozan is still an explosive athlete.
Here's Rizachet. Can't hit from in close.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Alexander Walker, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Daniels. Drains the triple. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Here's Levine. Outside Schroeder. Picked by Sabonis. Takes a 3. Another chance. Johnson with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 11. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. building this lead in every way possible.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 1 shot.
And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 14. Sabonis with a screen on Johnson. DeRozan fires. No good from 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Now Johnson. They set the pick. The post right there.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
From deep. That misses.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Outside Risache. Here's Johnson. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. On the break. Levine. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. The Hawks lead by 16.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Hawks.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, the defense he played is what jumps out to me. Did a fantastic job to bother shooters, and he's got the blocks to show for it.
Here's Porzingis. Daniels against Westbrook. Shoots. Oh, a perfect jumper.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Picked by Sabonis. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Well, Levine is known for his scoring, but he's a capable passer as well.
Here's Daniels. Now Porzingis. Here's the floater. Count it. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.